Good morning, dear friends. I am Dr. Regina Blinas, Associate Professor and HOD of Electrical Engineering Department at Sanjay Godawat University, Kolhapur, Maharashtra. In this last lecture, under this electromagnetic theory series, we came to know how to represent this Cartesian coordinate system in this three-dimensional view. So, in this lecture, we are going to learn about why we need to go for cylindrical coordinate system and what are the application of cylindrical coordinate system in this electric field, and also how one can represent and how one can convert Cartesian to cylindrical coordinate in this by visualization, so that you can easily understand, and further classes you can derive this how one can convert Cartesian to cylindrical coordinate system and cylindrical to Cartesian coordinate system. Let me share my presentation. I hope my screen is visible to you. So now in this last class, we come to know if we have that point in this Cartesian coordinate system in three-dimensional, you can take this. This is along that y-axis, and this is along x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So if you want to represent this point is nothing but x comma y comma z. If this is the point, first we will represent what is the projection of this point in this xy plane. This is the xy plane. So how we can draw this parallelogram? We can draw this parallelogram like this, and this is the way this point will be x comma y point. It is in the xy plane, and this height will be z. Therefore this point will be x, y, and z. So we can take this point p. So we can write this point vector p vector can be written as x into unit vector along y-axis, x-axis, unit vector along y-axis, unit vector along z-axis. Therefore, x into I plus y into j cap plus z into k cap. Now, I am copying the same diagram and going to represent it in this cylindrical coordinate system. After that, I will let you know what is the necessity of this cylindrical coordinate system. So now this is the case. Let me draw with this different color. Maybe you can take this is red color. So if you draw one circle under this point, we can take this is the circle. Let me take with this. This is the circle. So if this is the point, so from this, so here, if you draw the circle, we can take this is in xy plane. So we can draw maybe this is radius will start from the center is that axis. So it will be the point. So we can take this point will be the radius r, right? So this point will be radius r meter. Then if you take here this point, this distance also, better instead of doing that, let me draw in separate cylindrical coordinate system. After that, I will explain through this how that Cartesian is converting to cylindrical. So now let me draw once again the diagram. Is this is our y-axis, Then this is our x-axis. This is the x-axis. Then this is the z-axis, right? So this is will be this z-axis. So you know this unit vector, everything. So now this is the one point. Let me draw this point. We have already represented it as x comma y. So now this is assumed that the radius of the cylinder. So if you draw one line from this point to here, from this point to here, so then we can draw this one parallelogram. So now this is the cylinder. This is the one part of this is the radius r. By representing this, you know, this is the radius. This is radius. Therefore, this will be also radius. By representing this, if we draw one circle, if we draw one circle, we can have here also we can draw one line, and we can make one cylinder as such. This we can form one cylinder. So this is the radius. So we can represent, already we have represented this point in Cartesian coordinate system P of x comma y comma z. So how one can represent this Cartesian point in cylindrical coordinate system? When we see this, this is the radius. So we can say this point will be this. We can take this angle. This is one plane. If you can take another one color, you can use this is one separate plane, right? This is one separated plane. This plane is moving with respect to this angle phi. So if the phi, based on that, we can say from this x-axis, this angle, this point will be, point of projection in this xy plane will be at an angle of phi. At an angle of phi, and this radius, with the radius of distance r, and with the height of the distance z, we can have this point. So for so that we have the variables of in the cylindrical coordinate system r, phi, and z. In Cartesian coordinate system, x, y, and z. So in this case, this plane will be move around this cylinder in 360 degree. So we need, in order to represent this point in terms of r comma phi comma z, we have to understand what will be the radius of the cylinder, then what is the height of the point from this xy plane, so that we can have z, then radius will be r, then how much angle of inclination will be from this x-axis, how much angle, that will be phi, so that we can represent this cylindrical coordinate system, Cartesian coordinate system into cylindrical coordinate system, how one can convert. In other way also we can understand this concept. In the last lecture we come to know what is mean by uh, polar coordinate system, right? Polar coordinate system x comma y. Therefore, if you, in order to find this point, what we have done, we have drawn one line from this, and we have drawn this. So this will be y, this will be x, this will be radius. This will be radius r. So that we come to know radius is equal to square root of x square plus y square. Then we can understand what is this angle is phi, maybe theta sine theta equal to y by r, cos theta equal to x by r. So from that tan theta equal to y by x, from this we come to know theta equal to tan inverse of y by x. Likewise, we have derived it. So this, when you look at this cylinder in this top view, it will be like a polar coordinate system. Top view. Since this is the radius, this angle you can see from here, x from x-axis. See this diagram also from x-axis. This angle I have represented here as phi. So you can take this angle as phi. From this x-axis, angle is phi. Then radius is r. Then which one is remaining? Z is remaining. So we cannot see this Z in the top view. Only you can see the cylinder. Z is the height of the cylinder. Therefore, you can see only the side view will be the height. So this, in order to represent the points in polar coordinate system in this three-dimensional cylindrical coordinate is very much necessary. Then next one, what are the applications of cylindrical coordinate system? We know our electrical machine, we have stator, then inside that we have rotor. So we will magnetize stator. Due to the magnetized, flux will flows through this, right? Flux will flow through this stator. So this movement of flux, magnetic field intensity, and what is the direction of magnetic field intensity, what is the angle of that inclination with the particular point, how much angle phi it is, how much distance radius r it is, then what is the shape of the cylinder, the height of the cylinder, is that accordingly we can analyze what is the magnetic field, what will be the the radius, the rotation of this magnetic field, or the direction of the magnetic field. All those things we can understand from this cylindrical coordinate systems. That is why cylindrical coordinate system is so much important. So if you want to represent the polar coordinate system in three-dimensional, it is necessary we have to do it in this cylindrical coordinate system. In other cases also, for example, if we have one water flow in this, in other applications, water flow in the cylinder, solenoid, how the flux, how the water is flowing from starting to end, how the direction of flow, all those things we can understand this cylindrical through this cylindrical coordinate system. So that the cylindrical coordinate system is very much important for understanding this electromagnetic theory, magnetic field, how the direction will be. I hope this topic is understandable. I think you can understand the basics of this cylindrical coordinate system, why we need to go for cylindrical coordinate system. In the next class, I will explain how one can convert Cartesian to cylindrical coordinate system in this three-dimensional. I hope this is understandable. Wish you all the best. Thank you.